Hey there, everyone. That sexy nerd is back again, and I'm here with Iron Beast Reacts. And we're here watching episode 3 of Game of Thrones.
So
And
three.
man, so you're enjoying the crap out of this show, aren't you?
It's awesome. I can't believe I never watched it because so far it's got everything I love in a show.
Yeah, I know, seriously. It's just everything. And eventually, it'll have more things that you'll love, and you'll just be like, oh, it's just everything. It's got everything. Oh, all my friends always just end up like having it's always such a great time watching this show, you know? It eventually sometimes even feels like a party, you know?
Yeah.
Like there are people there's actually in Chicago there's a place called Burlington Bar where they do what we do where they react to videos, but it's an entire bar. They're watching the episodes on HBO in the bar, and they're having a drink, and they're all respectful, and they don't talk, they just watch the thing, but they obviously react. They go, wow.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, it really is. I've always wanted to go.
Oh, I'd love to go and do something like that. That'll be so much fun.
I know, seriously. Hopefully, if House of the Dragon comes out, maybe I can do that
Right.
again. But that show's already going through a lot because there's a writer's strike. This next episode is again, it's gonna be really good, and you're just gonna be like, so yeah. I mean, already this guy wants to kill Joffrey. So all you Game of Thrones fans, he knows our pain. He knows our pain already.
He's such a jerk, that guy.
Hi.
Oh my god.
It gets worse.
See, Batman shouldn't have saved him. If Batman hadn't saved him, no Joffrey. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, great show, man. I love it. Love it so far.
Yeah, I know. I mean, seriously, and it only gets better from here. Let's just watch the episode, huh?
Sounds good.
I've always wanted to learn how to play it on the piano.
All right, let's see what happens.
Get the girls settled in. I'll be back in time for supper.
He doesn't
What-
even
what
really want to be
exactly
there.
is-
He feels honor bound to be there.
Yeah. I don't understand, what exactly is wrong with this stuff. I guess people are like, oh, so pretty and fancy.
Yes, that's right.
There's...
Okay.
Glad to see you're protecting the throne. Very handsome heart. Not a scratch on it.
People have been swinging at me for years, but they always seem to miss.
Must be strange for you, coming into this room. Nobody deserves to die like that.
You just stood there and watched.
500 men, and this room was silent. When I watched the Mad King die, I remembered him laughing as your father burned. It felt like justice.
You served him well when serving was safe.
Bit of backstory.
They were talking about Danny's father, the girl's father,
Right.
with the white hair.
We are all praying for
There
Prince
is.
Joffrey's full recovery.
Shame you didn't say a prayer for the butcher's son. Renly!
And you look
It's
tired
the
from
king's
road.
brother.
No doubt Lady Catelyn has mentioned me.
She has, Lord Baelish. I understand you knew my brother Brandon as well.
I still carry a
Little
token of his
fucker.
esteem.
Perhaps you chose the wrong man to duel with.
But it wasn't the man, it was Catelyn Tully. A woman worth fighting for, I'm sure you'll agree.
Should we begin?
Without the king.
He entrusts some small matters to us.
My brother instructs us to stage a tournament in honor of Lord Stark's appointment as Hand of the King.
We already owe Lord Tywin 3 million gold. What's another 80,000? The crown is 6 million in debt.
This tournament is an extravagance we cannot afford.
Yeah, this episode really shows a lot of the politicking that will go on.
You fought off a direwolf.
Bit me and all I did was scream. And the 2 Stark sword.
You killed the beast.
Stop fucking lying.
Someday, you'll sit on the throne and the truth will be what you make it. You are my darling boy and the world will be exactly as you want it to be. Do something nice for the Stark girl.
We allow the Northerners too much power. I double their taxes and command them to supply
what?
10,000 men to the Royal Army.
The Royal Army.
So we should have a standing army of men loyal to the crown.
And these 10,000 northern troops, would they fight for you? You've just invaded their homeland. The north cannot be held. It's too big. And when the winter comes, the 7 gods together couldn't save you and your royal army. A good king knows when to save his strength and when to destroy his enemies. Everyone who isn't us is an enemy.
An enemy.
I'm practicing. For what? The prince? He's a liar and
We're
a
all
coward.
practicing that.
He killed my friend. You're an idiot.
Trust me,
You're a liar.
you're gonna be
If
like
you told
that
the
by
truth, Mike would be alive.
the
Enough.
end of the season.
I like her.
Yeah, of course you do. She wants to stab the kid in the
We'll
face.
speak later.
And we're all like,
Yeah.
The same doll maker makes all of Princess Marcella's toys.
I haven't played with dolls since I was 8.
She's acting like a brat already.
you know, she did just have her dog killed.
This little girl. She basically wants to jump on a horse and go fight in battles.
Whose sword is that? I know this maker's mark. This is Micken's work.
It's called Needle.
A blade with a name. And who were you hoping to skewer with Needle? Your sister?
I hate all of them. The Queen and the King, and Joffrey and Sansa.
Sansa will be married to Joffrey someday. She must take his side, even when he's wrong.
But how can you let her marry someone like that?
It's not a matter of let.
You're a Stark of Winterfell. You know our words.
Winter is coming.
And in the winter, we must protect ourselves.
This is asking for trouble.
If you're going to own a sword, you better know how to use it.
Thousands of years ago, there came a night that lasted a generation. Kings froze to death in their castles, same as the shepherds in their huts. So is this the sort of story that you like?
Oh, wow, he does.
In that darkness, the White Walkers came for the first time, riding their dead horses, hunting with their packs of pale spiders.
What are you telling him now?
Cool story.
I've seen you climb 1,000 times. You never fall.
I did, though.
Wonder if he's covering or he genuinely can't remember.
Welcome to King's Landing, Lady Stark. We've been instructed to escort you into the city.
Instructed?
No one knew she was
You're gonna
coming.
be so pissed.
Cats.
You take me for some back alley Sally.
I meant no disrespect. No one will come looking for you here. Isn't that what you wanted?
How did you know I was coming? Lord Varys.
Oh, Varys.
Did you bring the dagger with you by any chance? My little birds are everywhere.
Very interesting.
Do you know whose dagger this is?
It's mine. I lost this dagger.
To whom?
Tyrion Lannister.
Oh, okay.
Mmm.
Lord Snow here grew up in a castle.
Oh!
Yeah, this guy's kind of a prodigy.
He's grown up and hated by everybody. I bet he's good.
Ah, well, fuck this guy, though.
Oh!
A raven came for Ned Stark's son.
A raven from Winterfell this morning.
Oh, this guy. He's such a little slimy little shit.
You're a funny man.
Ned!
He wasn't lying this
Yeah,
time.
not much of a thank you.
Starks, quick tempers, slow minds.
Quick tempers and slow minds.
Remember, he got into a fight with his older brother.
Nose busted. It's an improvement.
You've got an interesting face. I think they would look marvelous decorating spikes in King's Landing. Perhaps I'll write to my sister, the Queen, about it.
Everybody knew what this place was, and no one told me. No one but you. My father knew, and he left me to rot at the wall all the same.
Gren's father left him too. Pip was caught stealing a wheel of cheese. It's a lucky thing none of them were trained by master-at-arms like your Sir Roderick. Your brother Bran has woken up.
The mere suggestion that the Queen's brother tried to kill your boy would be considered treason.
We have proof.
I'll try to keep you alive. For her sake, I've never been able to refuse your wife anything.
Is he a true friend, though?
How could you be so stupid?
Calm down.
He's a child.
I was thinking of us. We'll say he was lying. We'll say whatever we like. The boy won't talk. And if he does, I'll kill him.
Psycho.
I know they did it, Ned. The Lannisters.
That temper of yours is a dangerous thing.
You nearly killed poor Littlefinger yesterday.
He still loves you.
If you...
You can tell he really does want to be away from this family, eh? Or away from her anyway.
You remember your first? Mine was some Tarly boy at the Battle of Summerhall. Stood over him, hammer in the air. Right before I brought it down, he shouted, "Wait!" They don't put that part in the songs.
I swear, everything this guy says is like meme-worthy.
Lancel Lannister. Who named you?
Oh, this little
some
twit.
half-wit with a stutter.
He's awesome, this guy. He's on a drunken roll, isn't he?
Surrounded by Lannisters.
Pissed.
Smug, satisfied faces. Who was your first kill, not counting old men?
Jeez.
One of the outlaws in the Brotherhood.
What about Aerys Targaryen? What did the Mad King say when you stabbed him in the back?
Burn them all.
He does smoke very well, though.
He is the greatest swordsman.
Oh, is he?
Well, actually, that old man probably could give him a little bit of problem.
Most of their slaves were given to them as gifts.
Tell them all to stop until I command them otherwise.
You're learning to talk like a queen.
A Khaleesi.
Here we go with this.
I don't take orders from savages or their sluts. Do you hear me?
Rakaro asked if you want him dead, Khaleesi.
No!
Rakaro said you should take ear to teach respect.
Please don't hurt him.
Khaleesi vasalo memenem asisa.
You have no status.
Shall we return to the Khalasar, Khaleesi?
Look at the little drama king.
Walk.
Oh.
You get his horse.
That was awesome. Acted like a diva and he got bitch slapped.
She's married to him. He's not married to them.
Exactly.
Doesn't understand. Look at this, man. This is an elevator.
Yeah, cool.
So
I was
you have
just
to get
looking
to
at
the
that,
top
even
of
the
the wall.
rebar. Crazy. So this is the wall they're all guarding from, right?
Yes. It's like 100 miles long or something like that.
But what about tunnels? Because this is the wall that the first guys came out of in the...
There are tunnels, yes.
Yeah.
There's an undercarriage where they go out.
The job is out there. There have been disturbing reports. We'll speak when I return.
You know, I can hear the Lord of the Rings theme playing.
You roam the Seven Kingdoms, collaring pickpockets and horse thieves and bringing them here as eager recruits.
Aye. The night's watch is a joke to you, is it?
Half the boys you've seen training will die north of the wall.
So plump little lords like you can enjoy the summer afternoons in peace and comfort.
I'm not sure what I've done to offend you. I have great admiration for the Night's Watch. I don't believe that giants and ghouls and white walkers are lurking beyond the wall.
You've never been north of the wall, so don't tell me what's out there.
Keep well, keep warm.
I think he's starting to like me. Going below.
Yes, sir.
Into the tunnel and out the other side.
See?
You're heading down to King's Landing too. Let's share the road.
Use that time to get laid.
What are you doing?
When was last time you bleed, Khaleesi?
Love how out of nowhere she just grabs her boob.
Curved blade is a good thing. It's a good weapon for a Dothrak Khan. The Arak won't get through the steel.
Armor, it make a man,
Slow.
slow.
It's true. It also keeps a man alive.
The Khaleesi have baby inside her.
Oh, shit.
It is true. Her belly start to swell.
I'll have the boys butcher a goat for supper. I need to ride to Quahor.
This is going to change things.
We ride for it. Don't stand so still. It's harder to hit a moving target.
You move too much.
How many winters have you seen,
Hey,
Lord
friends.
Tyrion?
9. Winter of my birth was 3 years wrong, Maester Aemon.
Starks are always right eventually. Winter is coming, and dark things will come with it.
We've been capturing wildlings. Say they've seen the White Walkers. One of our own rangers swore he saw them kill his companions. He swore it right up to the moment Ned Stark chopped his head off.
The Night's Watch is the only thing standing between the realm, and it has become an army of undisciplined boys.
Your sister sits by the side of the king. Tell her.
Gods help us all if we're not ready.
Right. Listen to the old timers. They know.
He did say he was going to do it.
I wouldn't want to go that close to the edge of the wall without a fucking harness on.
If you see my brother Bran, tell him I'd visit if I could.
Of course. Take care, Snow.
Farewell, my lord.
He's a bit abrasive, but he's actually pretty wise.
Oh, you have no idea?
You are late, boy.
Who are you?
Your dancing master.
Sirio Forel.
Tomorrow you will catch it.
Cool.
That is not the way, boy.
It's too heavy.
To make you strong. One hand is all that is needed. Turn your body side face. The grip must be delicate.
What if I drop it?
The steel must be part of your arm. Can you drop part of your arm? 9 years, Sirio Farrell was first sold to the Sea Lord of Bravos. You must listen to me, boy.
I'm a girl.
Boy, girl, you are a sword.
Awesome teacher.
That is the grip. You are not holding a battle axe. You are holding
a needle.
Just so. This is not the dance of the Westeros we are learning. This is the Bravos dance. The water dance. It is swift and sudden. All men are made of water. If you pierce them, the water leaks out and they die. Now you will try to strike.
You don't scream before you hit somebody.
Cool, teacher. Nice.
Wait.
Yeah, cool. She's gonna be a quick learner, right?
Dead? Dead. Very dead.
She's learning quick, eh? Awesome. That girl is so cool. I'm loving this show. I'm gonna have a hard time because now I just want to see what happens next.
I know. Yeah. So I mean, she really wants to learn to kick some ass, doesn't she?
Yeah, and she's determined. Like, I love this scene here with the training. I love any training scene. You get to see the determination of the student, and they're tripping up and missing and falling and stumbling. I feel like she's going to be great later on, hopefully.
Remember, she already had like this whole thing with. She already knew how to shoot a bow and arrow, so then she could definitely learn how to do a sword really well.
And a quick study, and I think if you have a passion for it, like obviously this is what she wants to do. You know, when you have a passion, you can learn faster as well.
Yeah, I think so too. You met the two sneakiest people here, Varys and Peter Baelish. So you know, what do you think about the bald guy?
Yeah, he's interesting. And he's an all-knowing guy, isn't he? He's like an intelligence guy.
He is. He's known as the Spider.
Right,
you know?
he's the Spider, yeah. That was kind of cool. I love seeing all these aspects coming back in, like spies and all that kind of stuff, you know? It's pretty cool.
Yeah, like I said, this is basically our history, but, you know, different and more fantastical. Actually, if you see the country on a map, it's actually modeled after England.
Oh, cool. It's fantastic. I can see why people already had followed, because this was books, right, first?
Yeah, there's like separate books showing the entire world. Yeah, I mean, the world of Ice and Fire is really a fantastic world, and I'm so happy it exists, you know?
Every episode, you're getting to see more depth of each character, hearing a bit of backstory, which gives you context.
The writing really does get better and better. And like I said, in my opinion, it probably doesn't start to go downhill until after season 6. Really, I feel like some people are just too particular, and they usually are Game of Thrones fans. Very, very particular.
Yeah, and I guess it's like that in every genre too, where there's a huge gaming or book history, you know what I mean? When there's a big history of material before the show or before the movie, all the diehard fans like have a higher expectation, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, even House of the Dragon right now, I'm honestly surprised as to how the fans are actually receiving it well. But then again, I feel like the author has collaborated with the show, and I think he was collaborating with at least the first few seasons of this show, and that's why I think these like first few seasons are like the best.
Yeah, things could definitely go downhill when the studio takes over without the visionary that had the time and the years to put it all together in the first place. Do you know what I mean?
If he didn't get distracted by the show, he probably would have finished the books already.
Right, because I do remember reading and hearing a while back about how season 8 went off no source material, or there was no more source material, so they wrote it fresh.
Like I said, all the lore stuff like kind of ended mostly with season 6, actually. So.
Right. Well, I like that Ned Stark actually arranged to train his daughter properly. You can see he's always got this thing on an expression on his face or in his eyes, and he plays it really well, where you almost feel like he's just dreading what comes later on in warfare because he's seen so much of it, you know? Like, especially when it comes to his kids, he's like, you know, you can always see that there's this kind of thing in the back of his mind that he knows the worst side of it, and he sort of worries about that being their fate.
Yeah, he doesn't want that for his kids.
I look forward to seeing the next episode and what's coming.
And I can't wait for you to see it.
All right, guys, hope you enjoyed our reaction. Catch us on the next episode, and also don't forget to get across to Matt's channel, check out his content. He's got a lot of cool stuff happening over there.
Subscribe if you want to see more sexy and nerdy content and some Iron Beast related content.
Awesome.
And we'll see you all in the next video.
Catch you on the next one.